Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red EDC. Well, Bestech has sent us out a couple of knives to check out. Really appreciate Bestech for doing that for sure. This one is the Skirmish. Now I've shown this one before. I got another one here to show you, but this one is pretty darn cool. This is the G10 version. Now, most of them have this dual color, like the green and black. I believe there's a red and black. There's a red and black with a black blade. I think there's an orange and black. There's several different versions. And there's also some special versions, which we'll get to in a minute. But they do have a couple of olive wood versions of the Skirmish, which look really nice. They have ones with the satin and then ones with black blade. And they also have an ironwood, and I believe that one has a satin blade. I do not believe there's a black blade ironwood, but some really nice looking knives. But like I said, this one is G10, two-tone G10. You do have a bit of a backspacer, and it kind of almost, gives you a little bit of that floating backspacer look to it. I do have a lanyard hole, non-reversible clip. Sorry, lefties. It is embedded into the G10, it looks like. Yes, it is. With the recessed screws. So at least we have that. That is good. Everything chamfered off. Very nice. Bestech has been doing a very good job for quite some time now with their fit and finish. I don't know as if I've ever had an issue with it, to be perfectly honest with you. Now, you do have a couple of means of deployments on this one. You do have a flipper tab with a little bit of jimping that catches you, but you got a really nice hole to reverse flick from. That is really nice. Yes, you can also thumb flick it, but the detent on this one, nice, solid, and yeah, flipper, reverse flip, the detent is really dialed in. Now, look at that blade. You got this sort of elongated cleaver blade, which comes down to a wicked point. Yeah, a little bit of pokey stabby on that one. You do have a nice swedge across the spine. And, I'm really starting to like, and I'm seeing it a little bit more, these knives that have a little bit of a concave or, in the spine of the blade to really give you a really nice thumb rest. We'll see that in a couple of knives here coming up. You do have a forward finger choil that I can get up on pretty well. It's not overly large, but it's large enough for my finger that I'm pretty comfortable getting forward on it. I do have a little bit of room left over, but a D2 blade on this one, nice. If you like those elongated cleaver style blades, but I got another one to show you. There are several versions of this. Now, the G10 versions, I think, are selling for $63. The ironwood and the olive wood, I don't remember the price on those. They're a little bit more. But I'm going to show you this one real quick. This is, wow. There's a lot going on this one. But they do have these Damascus versions as well. They have the white. They have blue. I believe they have red. And I believe these are selling, they've got a couple more, I think. And these are selling for $119 with this Damascus. Again, the detent, very solid on this one. Nice. A little bit of a shake shut. Nothing too bad. Gives my finger a break from that drastic drop. But now they're calling it Damascus G10. Gmascus, if you want to call it that. But they're referring to it as Damascus G10, which is that's just wild. There's a lot going on with that. So I'm going to set this one off to the side real quick as we do our spec check and all that size comparisons. But what we're looking at with the Skirmish is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 3/4. You get a lot of that from that sweeping cleaver. You got about a little over a 4.5-inch handle, pushing 4 3/4. Your blade is going to end up being about 3 1/4 and full cutting edge as I measure it. So then we're going to get our PM2 out there. Pretty close. Pretty darn close. PM2's got it on the handle a bit, but with that, well, I guess it's got it on the blade by about 1/4 of an inch as well. Then, of course, the bug out. Skirmish has got that one by just a little bit. Almost 1/4 inch on the blade. About, yeah, 1/4, 3/8 on the handle. We'll get a weight, and I'm going to weigh both of them just to see if there's really much difference. Now, what do we got? Grams, 133 ounces. We got 4.7 on the D2 version, on the Damascus version. So pretty much the same. There you go. Right on. And then, like I said, we've got a fairly deep carry clip. There's going to be a little bit sticking out, but not much. Not much at all. So now I'm gonna bring the Damascus G10 out real quick. I like the grip. This grip leaves me a little bit odd. I'm much more comfortable in the choked up grip. I have to say that. Now, in either one, the clip's not really an issue. It does stand a little high, and I can feel it back here, of course. I'm not really feeling it too bad up there, a little bit, but the choked up grip is much more comfortable for me. It really, really is. And, you know, am I really into this elongated cleaver style blade? Not necessarily. Not really my vibe, but the overall build quality of the knife and comfort is good, but it is, for me, I mean, what's our grip length there? Our grip length, even for me, I mean, you're looking at about, I mean, I could go out to 3 inches, but as you can see there, my pinky's kind of up. It's just kind of, my pinky kind of just lands in an odd place, so I really would have to use this knife in the choked up grip for it to be comfortable for me. That's how I would want to use it right there. But overall, action is pretty darn good. Detent is very good on both of these knives. You know, I mean, yeah. If I can reverse flick them that easy, it's got to be good. That's about all I can say. But no, like I said, now the versions of the Skirmish, I was looking it up, and these Damascus G10 versions, they're available on White Mountain Knives right now. They're listed on Blade HQ, but they're not listed as available. They're still listed as coming soon, but they are listed as available on White Mountain Knives. Now, the G10 versions, the olive wood and the ironwood versions, they're pretty much available pretty much everywhere I looked. I mean, I didn't look at every retailer, but I mean, they're available. White Mountain Knife Center, Blade HQ. I believe they're available at Smoky Mountain as well. I didn't look at Smoky Mountain. I better do that, huh? But yeah, these are the Damascus G10 versions aren't available everywhere yet. They did release, it's been a little over a week ago, almost a week and a half ago they released, and they, like I said, they are available at White Mountain Knives, but they're not available everywhere yet. Listed, but just not, they're still listed as coming soon at a few. But if that's one you like, guys, I'll leave links down for you so you can go check them out, take a look at them. I mean, I really like the grain I saw on a couple of those olive wood ones. Man, I mean, olive wood looks good pretty much on anything I've seen it on. So, and the ironwood, a little darker, of course, than olive wood, but it looks pretty darn good as well. So, thanks a lot, guys. Thank you to Bestech for sending these two out. I got one more. We're going to have a review of the Keen 2 coming up here real soon in the next probably day, 2, 3, however it falls. But that is one, it's a larger knife, but it's one that I'm really kind of liking. Even though, you guys know me, I tend to the smaller knives like this. like the Skirmish here, but that's a nice looking knife, I gotta tell you, and a good feeling knife too. So stay tuned for that one, the Keen 2. That'll be coming up. But thank you so very much for checking out the Skirmish with me today. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Till next time, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.